watching Bootleg Theater. Today's movie review is...
Oh yeah. Now, as much as I'm gonna bash this movie, make no mistake, I absolutely love it. Complete guilty pleasure. The apex of nonsense. Crippled physics, lazy exposition, homeless dialogue, broke off CGI, ridiculous characters, and non-stop unintentional laughs. This film is such a so bad it's good, they couldn't get Vin Diesel to reprise his role. They had to get Ice Cube. Ice Cube. They couldn't even get Ice-T. Have you ever been in traffic and gone through one of those car accidents where you swear if you just slow down a little bit and just keep looking, you're gonna see some like blood and guts, maybe a severed head or something, but you can't stop looking? Yeah, that's this movie. Where do I start? Maybe with the story? Story gets the Bozak. The cinematic equivalent of gangster rap and nu metal having a threesome with someone in their mid-50s who still religiously reads Image Comics from 1994. It starts with Ice Cube, a former special ops soldier in prison. More on that later. Trust me. Ice Cube plays Darius Stone. Even the names in this movie are butt nuggets, but trust me, more on that later. Just know that you will relate because you'll be incarcerated with him for an hour and 40-minute runtime. During you and Darius's prison sentence, someone has been mysteriously assassinating members of his old military unit. Unaware of these attacks, Darius is visited in prison by, wait for it, Augustus Givens, played by Samuel Jackson. Now, Augustus is Darius's old squad leader, and he hits Ice Cube to the fact that someone's taken out members of their old unit and that Darius might be next.
How long's it been?
Not long enough. And don't call me Lieutenant. I'm inmate 3655 now. What you doing here, Givens? What you want?
I want to give you a job.
And why would I do a damn thing for you? I don't want no part of your little war.
You're already part of it. Somebody's taken out members of our old unit. They came from me. They will come for you.
Now, it might look like I'm just going to walk through the plot and get everything away. And you know, on this channel, I hate when reviewers just walk you through what happens instead of breaking down the filmmaking. But if you're worried about spoilers here on that level, don't. Because this entire movie is one big, long, run-on sentence of exposition. There is not a single scene where one character is not relaying information to another character for the sake of the audience. For example, once Darius's old military unit is all taken out, it gets the attention of the president. And he just lays out the plot of this whole ass movie.
This is no longer a budget meeting. The Secretary of Defense has just informed me that 16 of our NSA agents were killed in Virginia. This is a laundry list of suspects that covers half the world. It's time for a new direction. The new military bill is critical to that direction, so it's going in my State of the Union address this week.
XXX State of the Union is just rubbish. It is top tier trash. And I am in love with every single moment. This movie got me simping. Somehow Ice Cube gets through this movie just making his War and Peace album cover face. It's like just because he has an attitude, he's accomplished in the streets and the battlefield. He's directed to just be a walking gangster rap song.
You work for us now, so you're gonna do
what I want when I want.
Oh, man. You know, if we're gonna be working together, you should work on your partner skills just a little bit. Like if you want something, try, please, may I borrow?
Please, may I borrow the binoculars before I kick your teeth in?
Why'd you go after Pettibone?
I didn't go after nobody. I don't even know the guy. Never seen him before in my life.
I want to help you here, I really do. But if you run, you look guilty.
Brother, I was born looking guilty.
And that's kind of what we get in the characters as well. It's the mentality of a 90s gangster rap song out of some 13-year-old's notebook. Ridiculous character names, ridiculous non-stop cliches and stereotypes, and the dialogue. The freaking dialogue.
I need what every man needs when he's coming off a lockdown. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, baby. Who's your daddy? Perhaps you can tell your members to stop buying country music, stop burning crosses, and stop shooting black folks. Now, if that don't work, try cookout with free food, preferably fried. By my count, you boys just broke about 10 federal laws back there, aiding and abetting, harboring a fugitive, and my personal favorite, Grand Theft Chopper.
Bruh, this movie has Moet taste with Kool-Aid money. It wants so bad to not only one-up the first film with Vin Diesel, but it's trying so hard to make Ice Cube the next big thing in action films. He's unleashed in all his gangster rap glory into these action scenes, and the results are... Man, they don't care about physics, logic, reality, nothing. Two of my favorite shiny turds in this movie is a prison break and a scene with a boat. And yeah, it's not just Ice Cube trying to snatch up some glory for himself. Samuel Jackson is in here too, doing what you expect Samuel Jackson to do. Yelling, being Samuel Jackson, turning up the nigrosity to 11. Willem Dafoe's in here hamming it up to sausage levels. I'm like, bro, why are you in this? You were in The Lighthouse. You were in Platoon. And bless his heart, we get Scott Speedsman. He plays some kind of Homeland Security, FBI, something investigating the murders, and he's given nothing to do, playing Kyle Steele. And man, he's in here putting his ankles in it, working with what he's got. I mean, they gave this man a Ritz cracker, and he made Thanksgiving dinner out of it. Lastly, I don't know this actor's name, but if there's a term for white people cooning, that's this actor's name. Now, in the film, Ice Cube refers to him as college boy.
You a college boy or something?
Think of him as like the broke-off swap meet version of Q.
Come on. I dare you to come walk into that door. Come get some.
Keys.
Ooh, ooh. Who the hell we piss off this time, sir?
Get in. You ever seen one of these?
Only in my dreams. Geothermal microcam, Aquacade uplinks, 480 gigs. Sir, this thing is 10 generations beyond the NSA.
25 PSI boost, automated hydraulics, high stall converter with shift kit. That gonna be the trick?
I'm good.
I love this girl. I call this one the glove.
And so does everybody else.
Not everybody else has electrocharge, pneumatic suction. Huh? See? Nothing. Hey, come on, man. Why you gotta play around here? Hey!
College Boy is a ridiculous character. He's a walking racial double standard. His whole character is look how uncool white people are, knowing science and chemistry and walking around in their Dockers and LL Bean. It's embarrassing. Let me compose thyself. So, after the prison break, Samuel Jackson designates Ice Cube the new XXX and sends him off the grid on a mission to figure out who assassinated their old unit. Which doesn't make any sense on any level, because how does a federal fugitive with a military background exactly go off the grid? And that's just a setup. And I'm sweating. Needing resources, Ice Cube heads back to the hood for gear, guns, and cars, but receives nothing but more booty nugget dialogue and a gaping butthole of a plot hole.
Darius, you look older.
9 years of bad food to do that to you.
9 years. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that a few years shy of 20?
First off, go to hell with that line. 9 ain't even half of 20. And even if it was, what does that mean? Secondly, this brother spends the entire movie doing espionage, hacking into security systems, breaking codes, whatever. 9 years. Remember when I said a little earlier, more on that later? Let's just say XXX State of the Union happens when this movie came out, making it 2005. His brother's been in prison for 9 years, meaning he's been in prison since 1996. How's he doing all of this? How, Sway? How? Does nobody realize how much technology changed between 1996 and 2005? Bruh, this movie is the godfather of fucking up. And the most glaring example of this is a scene involving thermal vision and a microwave. Ice Cube is surrounded by authorities, trapped inside this mansion. Scott Speedman is sent in to talk him down into surrendering. The whole time, Ice Cube's rummaging through all this food and getting in the refrigerator. And Scott Speedman's like, yo, what is you hungry? Now, what Ice Cube does not only is physically impossible when you consider the science of time, but it makes absolutely zero sense. Now, if you're a psycho like me and you're thirsty enough and or sadistic enough for a spoiler and you want it explained to you, stick around to the ankles of the video. I'll explain it for you. This movie, it's a cinematic wasteland where physics, logic, and consequences don't exist, and your survival depends solely on gangster rap cliches and the manufactured attitude. And I love it. Love it. The action is filmed in non-stop post-Matrix cliches, and all of that led by Ice Cube's furrowed brow and vocal booth face. The finale of XXX State of the Union hits that sweet spot. Nothing but machismo, dudes yelling, fart in your mouth, one-liner delivery, butt chunk CGI, missing physics, and a whole lot of convenience. This movie has Ice Cube driving a high-end sports car on train tracks. fall shooting and slow-mo dodging flames.
Hillbilly, you need to lighten up.
It's just non-stop, and it doesn't get any better than this. Final verdict, highest recommendation of So Bad It's Good. This is premium garbage. You're questioning so much about this throughout the whole movie that you're never bored, no matter how bad it gets. And at the same time, the movie really thinks it's just going in, and it ain't, and you can't help but I don't know. I'm smashing on this movie. Maybe there's some of you out there that genuinely love this movie and it holds some place of nostalgia for you. That said, this movie is in my holy trinity of So Bad It's Goods. This movie has the president quoting Tupac. And even this movie can't believe it.
Now, more than ever, we need heroes. So it is with great pride that I bestow this Congressional Medal of Honor on Kyle Christopher Steele. And I hold this medal for the unknown soldier, wherever he may be. For wars come and go, but my soldiers, they stay eternal.
Did the president just quote Tupac?
XXX, Land of the Nation, whatever it's called. That's my review. Thanks for watching Bootleg Theater. We'll see you next time with another So Bad It's Good or Hidden Gem movie review. I can't even believe some of you stuck around for this ridiculous spoiler. Is it worth it? It's taken me so long to edit this video that my hair's done grown out, and now the one day that I have to record, that I got the house to myself, there's a big nasty construction truck outside making noise. It's probably gonna ruin my video. But here we go. So again, Ice Cube's been surrounded in this giant mansion by authorities. Homeland Security, FBI, SWAT, whatever. Scott Speedman, playing Kyle Steele, asked for 5 minutes to go in and negotiate because he's the only one that believes he's innocent. Now remember, the whole time Ice Cube's heating up all of these stinking lean cuisines and banquet meals and TV dinners and hams and all this stuff in the microwave, Kyle Steele's looking at him like he's crazy. But as it's revealed that the authorities outside are spying and surveilling on the house using thermal vision, Ice Cube takes all the food that he's heated up, throws it in the bathtub to make this big mass that they believe is his body heat signature so that he's hiding in the bathroom. As the SWAT team enters, they take the bait, go to the bathroom, Ice Cube drops out, surprise, beats up the entire SWAT unit and then puts on the uniform of the one black guy that's on the SWAT team. And he just walks out free and clear on some Ocean's 11. But the stupid thing that doesn't make any sense is they show that they're watching with thermal vision the entire time. So do they not see Ice Cube making trips to the bathroom as he carries all of this food? Does the food coming out of the microwave represent the 98.6 degrees that the human body normally is? Or is it like 200 degrees? That's it. I'm done. XXX, State of the Union. It's broken. Watch it. Beautifully done disaster. I'm done. I'm out.
Thanks for watching, blah, blah. Like, subscribe, and whatever.